And hello once again, grain traders. I'm meteorologist Sean Sublett for Crop Profit. It's time for the forecast of the forecast discussion and verification for this Monday, August 25th, 2025. This is when we review our forecast of the forecast from Friday and see how it played out this Monday morning. So to review, we go back to Friday, and this is the forecast of the ensemble mean of the ECMWF this Monday morning. Basically, we had this 80 to 90% likelihood from Friday that the model would come in cooler than normal this Monday morning. Not a surprise, the cool air had really been in the forecast for several days, and that signal shows up very well in the actual ECMWF ensemble mean this Monday morning. Basically, all locations east of the Front Range of the Rockies back to the Atlantic coastline, almost to the Gulf Coast, are going to be cooler than normal this week. Now for the week 2 forecast of the forecast. This is days 8 to 14. Remember, the white on the map shows we have a higher uncertainty. We don't meet that 40% likelihood threshold of the model skewing one way or the other. Now, having said that, we did see a couple of pockets here of 40 to 50% probability. Model would come in cooler than normal along the mid-Atlantic coast. Similarly, across the south central plains and into the Intermountain West. And then here farther northward in the wheat belt, a 40 to 50% probability, model would come in warmer than normal. And that is the case here in North Dakota as well as Montana. And in the ECMWF ensemble mean this morning, also picking up on that idea that it is going to be cooler than normal along the mid-Atlantic coast. South Central Plains also see that cooler than normal signature, several degrees below normal in the week 2 forecast in the ECMWF ensemble mean. Little room for improvement as we go farther westward into the Intermountain West, but again, these are probabilities. They were not set in stone. Regarding precipitation, we go back to Friday and look at the forecast of the forecast with much higher probabilities of the model coming in wetter than normal from the Intermountain West back down to the South Central Plains, and then a very sharp delineation here to see these drier than normal probabilities, 40, 50, 60, some places upwards of 70% likelihood that the model would come in drier than normal for the week 1 forecast this Monday morning. And when we look at the actual ECMWF ensemble mean, mirrors this quite well. I mean, you could argue a couple of counties here or there, but really nitpicking, the general pattern shows up very well here in the ensemble mean this Monday morning. Not much rain at all as it had days 1 through 7 from Iowa and extending eastward across the Ohio Valley. The wet weather is going to be more confined across the South Central Plains and into the Intermountain West and near the Northern Rockies. Then in week 2, days 8 to 14, again, a lot of uncertainty here. The white on the map shows you we don't meet that 40% likelihood threshold, but there were these pockets here of 40 to 50% probability. Model would come in drier than normal. A lot of Michigan, central Appalachians down toward the Savannah River, and ultimately down here across the Gulf Coast. Then when we look at the actual ECMWF ensemble mean, we do see that it really does skew drier than normal for all locations eastward of the Mississippi River, and especially dry for Virginia and North Carolina. We do see the model now starting to trend a little wetter than normal across the South Central Plains and the Front Range of the Rockies. So although the European here does skew drier than normal for week 2, we have seen a few indications in the GFS, the GEFS, that it might be a little bit wetter in days 8 to 14. But for right now, everything kind of points to cool and dry over the next couple of weeks. So that's the forecast of the forecast discussion and verification for this Monday, August 25th, 2025. I'm meteorologist Sean Sublett for Crop Profit. We'll talk to you again on Friday.